Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Birkins by Midnight. The session title: "Riding the Storm Out." We will be once again playing at the Birkins Bodega. The midnight shift has begun, and it has been a while since we've played this game, so we'll see if people can give recaps. We're gonna go ahead and go over to my table in just a moment. But before I do so, if you would like to support the channel, you can either subscribe with a Twitch Prime subscription. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe to one creator for free, and I would appreciate it if you would throw that over my way. Secondly, you can go over to my throne, which will be in the Twitch chat, and donate to things like my electric bike, which I am trying to get funded. If I could get a mod to shout that out, please. And then if you miss any of the sessions, tomorrow I will be posting all of the VODs. Just all of them. So you can go over to my YouTube channel and watch those. Without further ado, we're gonna go over to my table. Hi, everybody.
Hello! I just realized I'm muted. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. I closed out my browser, and I had to reopen everything.
I understand. Okay, so welcome back, everyone, to the Bodega. We're gonna go ahead and have you introduce yourselves and your characters, please. Starting with Claire. Why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hi, I'm Claire. I play Isabella Savoy, the bane of all pastrami.
Fantastic. Crow, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hello. My name is Resident Scarecrow, but please just call me Crow. Tonight I am playing Doc Feelgood, otherwise known as the only reason people still sell Doc Feelgood energy drinks.
Okay, Jess, why don't you...
He legally has to tell them if he's...
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Jester, why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Sorry, my connection...
Did your connection die? Alright, we will come back to Jess. Huffy, why don't you introduce yourself and your character, please? I keep getting tongue-tied on the word introduce.
That's alright. I am Miss Huffy. I'll be playing Auntie Ruth, the self-defense instructor.
Self-destruct instructor.
The self-destruct button.
Yep. And then this is Jester or Void. He goes by he, him, or its pronouns.
Can you hear me?
Can now.
And now.
Am I audible now?
Yes.
Sure are.
Yeah.
I think you're on a delay.
No, I'm here. My connection got real... Okay. Yeah. I just keep introducing me. I don't want it to dip out halfway through an introduction.
I understand. And Jess is going to be playing Birch this evening. Who would like to do the recap for us?
I guess I will tonight.
Phenomenal.
Usually I pass this. Usually I beg I beg Lynx to deal with this for me, but I'm here now.
Mhm.
So, last time on Birkins by Midnight, I forgot the session title, but I do remember y'all had to make a quick stop. You know, nothing too bad. Till you got inside, and turns out, house is full of mannequins. All of them wearing the old Birkins employee uniform. Totally nothing to worry about, right? Wrong. Because turns out, all those mannequins were the old employees. The house was actually supposed to be blacklisted off of the Birkins delivery list. So, you know, they had a bit of an issue with the owner of the house, had a bit of a disagreement, tried to leave, doors got locked. House tried to eat them. Little bit of light arson later, house is gone, they're leaving, the mannequins are leaving. How much did I miss?
No, you got it. You basically got it.
I mean, that was basically it.
That was the broad.
And that was
the
the
broad
session.
strokes.
Yeah, that is the session where I was missing.
Yep. Doc Feelgood would have known that was a ban list delivery. So that's why we did that plot.
Doc was not happy when he learned that's what happened to everyone. So he's a little pissed at management right now.
So we are gonna pan in on Birch first. Birch.
Hi.
So it is first thing in
Yeah.
the morning, or first thing for you anyway. You're waking up for the night shift. And like most days, like most days, you wake up to a vision. Birch, you get a vague vision. You're
Okay.
standing in the store alone, your hands covered in blood, the uniforms of your friends, and the gi of Auntie Ruth scattered throughout the store, bloody, their bodies nowhere to be seen. Even the oversized hoodie worn by Faye is there, but no little brownie. And then that's what you and then you wake up.
Yay. Okay. That's fun. I love that for me. Same shit, different day. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, same shit, different day. I suppose. Get up, get dressed, look presentable? Question mark for once.
Yeah.
Try anyway.
You try.
I think actually put makeup on to cover up the eye bags and the fucking the eye marks from last time I used the big powers.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, actually look like a person today.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, and then head off to work.
So Birch,
Once again.
your drive to work is interesting. Normally, at about this time, people are driving home. You know, the traffic's not bad, but it's not great. The roads are empty, and it is dead silent.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
you pull up to the bodega,
fun.
and nothing seems to have changed.
The usual crowd in the employee parking lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Doc Feelgood lives there. He doesn't really have to drive to work.
Yeah, the employee van
He's just
is
kinda
there.
standard.
The employee van is there. Ruth's car is there. And then Isabella, I believe, gets dropped off by her dad most shifts.
My dad.
Isabella, you were dropped off earlier that day. Because you surprisingly had a double this week, once for the day shift, and once for the night shift as punishment for eating all the pastrami.
Ah!
And so the night shift has
Suffering.
begun. No one has come in all day. Like, normally there are a bunch of customers because this is a really decent bodega. Not a single one. Ruth, even your regular crowd that, you know, your self-defense students, nowhere to be seen.
Must have been day off, perhaps.
Mm-hmm. So, we pan into the store. We pan into the store with Doc Feelgood kind of just waking up, and you guys all kind of coming into the store. Ruth, do you think you go over for your regular sandwich?
I think, yeah. She also would see if she can get like one of those slushies / ices, depending on where you live.
Phenomenal. Yeah, there's an icy machine here.
Hell yeah. She's gonna make purple.
Phenomenal.
It's gonna make purple.
Yeah, it's the blue-red
Red and
combo.
Yeah, just make purple.
It tastes like purple.
Sure does.
I will say to like the work crowd, Bridge is actually functional for once, and not like half dead at the cash register.
Doc feel good.
Oh, and for once in a minute.
Yeah, Doc feel good.
The doctor is it.
Doc, you wake up and something feels off. You, as a person, have been in many, many places. You have been, in, places where you have seen many things, and an old injury in your right knee aches this morning. Or, well, this evening. But
That's not a good sign.
yeah, exactly. But it is, it is your responsibility to get up and take the trash out and get things going for the evening.
That's exactly what he's doing. He's gathering up trash, making sure the bathrooms are pretty well cleaned, making sure that the squirrels aren't eating the dumpster again.
They are not. Actually,
Just eating the
the store seems incredibly clean. It has been meticulously cleaned, as a matter of fact, by what appears to be, you know that there's been a brownie living in the store for weeks now. So you imagine that's probably who's cleaned the store and rearranged the snacks.
Probably raided the snacks as well, but he's not going to mention that.
Yep.
He's one to talk.
Exactly.
Etc.
So kind of everybody kind of takes their positions. Birch, yours is at the cash register tonight. Isabella, you've kind of been put on sandwich duty permanently. That's kind of your permanent position.
permanent sandwich.
And then Doc.
Dog sandwiches.
Yep. Doc, you are the manager, so that is your job. Auntie Ruth, you are here getting the your slushie. As you can hear, Doc, you hear it before I think anybody else, because you're the one that has to go outside and make sure the squirrels aren't eating the trash can. But you hear the rumbling of a motorcycle, an old motorcycle, and probably a pickup. And the song "Separate Ways" by Journey blasting out of the speakers of that motorcycle.
Well, to each their own. At least it's a good song.
Do you go out front to investigate?
Absolutely.
As the sounds of tires squealing, kind of hit the front. Okay. So as you get outside, you see the motorcycle is now up against the barriers that stop cars, and a young woman with side cropped hair, deep brown, almost chestnut brown hair, bright glowy green eyes, a leather jacket, and a whip on her hip, along with a very large revolver. She kind of goes, "Dan, get the fuck out of the car. We got to get inside."
Oh god, am I playing two characters tonight?
You are, in fact, playing two characters tonight.
Okay, now I have to remember how I did Dan's voice. Alright, yeah, coming on. Let me just, And he reaches into the glove box and he pulls out a live possum holding a knife.
Good, you got Felipe. Let's go. Hey,
Of
Dan's
course I've
dad.
got Felipe. He always comes with me.
Fucking as these two begin to enter the store, Ryder just goes, "Hi, Dan's dad."
Hey, Ryder, how you doing?
Not
And
great. You need to
as
get
he
inside.
says this, let me guess. Something supernatural, otherworldly, entities snatching people up?
Yeah, get inside and we'll explain. Code green.
Orcs?
Don't remember that one.
Zombies.
And he sort of just
Zombies.
ah. Hope you
Wait, for
don't
real?
mind a little bit of extra mess. And he pulls out his big iron revolver and sort of just pushes it into Dan's chest. You usually don't carry a large caliber.
I mean,
You'll need it tonight.
and Ryder will like pull it's a 1967 Marlin lever action. I brought this for Dan.
Very good. I'm glad to see my son is in good company.
Yeah, no shit.
Of course I'm in good company, Dad. She literally saved my life while my truck nearly fell on me.
Listen, as wonderful as it is to get the family reunion, we gotta get the fuck inside.
Right. Come on, you two.
Ryder's
Here's my
like
employee
holding the
discount.
door
Get
open.
you some new snacks. Ryder's what now?
Holding the door open. It is now that you guys can see who it is that's coming into the store.
Just get away from Birch. Welcome to Birkins. Come on in.
I've got some extra business. It seems like it's been dead around here all day.
From what I've heard, it has been.
Dead is an apt word. I'll explain later. Who's got the keys? We need to lock this place down.
That would be me. I'm manager tonight.
Yeah.
You
And
know?
he's locking the door behind him, sort of just pushing Dan further into the store. Dad, I'm fine.
Ruth, you were saying something?
I said, why are you the health inspector?
No, I'm a monster hunter, technically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Have any of you fought zombies before?
I don't actually know.
I have, but that's a stupid question for me.
Yeah, I wasn't talking to you.
I have a vague knowledge. I don't think I fought any, but I have a vague knowledge.
Do you have any other employees in the store today?
I don't know, is management in today, or they? I mean, they're always in. But...
Management has not been
Well-
paid. Isabella is probably still upstairs, right?
Yeah, she's at
Oh
the
shit!
table.
Yeah. Yeah. There's Isabella upstairs. On the deli counter.
We might all want to be in the same area. Doc, if there are any other entrances to this place, go lock them down.
That would be the back door and the ceiling hatch. No idea if management fully repaired that, considering... Long story, I'll tell you later.
Okay.
And he heads upstairs to lock up the ceiling hatch.
Does he inform Isabella of what's going on?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Although it's a bit more of a manager telling the employee, "Hey, shit's about to go down." So instead of code green, it's "Boy, you're needed downstairs. There's long story short, another risk of dying."
She scatters downstairs.
Okay. So, Isabella, your father is a monster hunter.
I was about to ask if I could have something tiny and stupid.
What's up?
I want one of those collars that just says "Caution bites when nervous."
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. So your father is a monster hunter. He belongs to the Brotherhood of Light, which is a monster hunting guild out of France. They work in France, they work for the Vatican. So you get downstairs and you see another member of the Brotherhood standing there, holding a Marlin rifle.
There. The fucking tiny little fucking Italian girl with the stupid ass collar, mouthful of pastrami.
I hope you're paying for that. Do you guys usually just let people eat pastrami out of?
Usually not. Management's usually on it. But they'll catch up eventually.
I pay.
Okay.
Uh-huh. That's why I had to work a double.
I thought my
Oh
dad was
shit! I
manager.
forgot her thick ass Italian accent. My bad.
You're okay. So, we pan in. So as we pan in, we pan away from the store, and just outside, a deep, heavy, opaque fog takes the valley that you guys' store rests in. If you were to look outside the glass of your window, you can't see shit anymore.
Well, fuck.
Dan is openly staring outside.
This is great. This is not great. This is bad. This is really bad, actually.
I'm sure it's fine.
So roll sharp, Auntie Ruth.
See how not fine it is.
It's perfectly fine. This is just fog.
I level up.
Yep.
Bridge is staring at it. Bridge is staring out at the fog and at everybody, and then back out at the fog.
Roll sharp.
Okay, sick. I suppose my vision can't really help me here. But that's fine. Where is sharp? God, it's been ages since I've fucking opened this goddamn thing. Mixed success.
So as you're watching, you see shadows shambling in the fog. But you also see a few of them get, like, swept away by something very large hitting them.
Okay.
And then just outside the building is your zombie friend. Who just waves.
Hey! I wave back.
Alright. That's the guy that was working on the electricity?
Yep. He's your zombie electrician.
Yeah. I remember him.
He points to the door
Yeah.
and kind of jiggles the handle. Like he can't get in.
Is there anyone else out there?
And he just gives a thumbs up.
Is there anyone else out there? Thumbs up through the door. Real helpful, thanks, Guy. It's just looking over it from fucking.
One thing you know, as a person who's worked the day shift, the glass is soundproof. He just read your lips.
Oh, okay. It's just looking from him to Doc Feelgood, who has the fucking key to let people in.
Yeah, Doc's probably downstairs by now.
Doc, you see Joshua, the zombie maintenance man.
He looks at Joshua and in quick signs, just, you okay?
He signs back, zombie infestation. I can't get into the store. Don't open the door.
Oh. Okay.
Doc gives a two-finger salute before making sure the back door is locked as well.
He nods, and then you see him, like, walk off into the fog. Doc, as you get to the back door, do you turn the light to the because the back door is kind of in the cellar. Do you turn the light on?
Absolutely he does. Because
there are zombies right outside the back door. They weren't really paying attention, but now they're beating on the door.
They are outside the door or inside the basement?
Outside. Have you ever seen Shaun of the Dead?
Yeah.
It's that. It's like that.
Doc nods and turns the light off.
Out of sight, out of
Can't see it from
mind.
the- see it.
Out of sight, out of mind, but just in case, he lets out a loud, sharp hunter's whistle, holding up his hand because he gets the feeling, punishment be damned, he's gonna need this.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, and now he's holding his lovely little double-barrel shotgun.
Phenomenal. I need everybody to roll sharp for me.
Rolls sharp and wins succeeds even.
Ruth, you
where is it?
can't win for losing, can you?
See, that's the thing. That's Ruth's worst stat. She's got bad eyesight.
Okay.
Question to you, Belle.
Yes.
Do I have both of them roll?
Yeah, you're also rolling for Dan.
Also, luck is a mechanic you can use, by the way.
Yes, it is.
That's true.
Claire, I need you to roll sharp for me.
Yeah, it keeps popping up a jump gate advertisement thingy. I apologize.
You're okay. Just you can exit out of that jump gate thing. It's got an exit button. at the top.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Said sharp.
Yes, please. So Dan is the only one that
Oof.
sees it. Dan and Birch, you see hands, and then bodies, and then townspeople now beating against the front glass.
Oh, that's not good.
Auntie Ruth,
Mhm.
you see, because you don't need to roll sharp for this. You're actually probably on the lookout for this. A few of your self-defense kids in the fog, but they're not zombies. They seem to have gotten away from the zombies for the time being.
Well, shit, I gotta get out there.
With all the zombies?
Yep.
Is Ruth rushing towards the door?
I mean, probably rushing towards you because you have the key. Or at the very least, if you're not willing, she's just gonna go to the roof access and go from there.
The roof access is also locked.
Roof access
You
is a hole. It's not fixed.
Oh.
It's just a hole.
Oh no.
And yeah, why don't you worry about roof access, and I'll go worry about the kids.
If
Yeah.
we open up those doors, they're gonna get in.
Well, fucking here, and she's gonna hand you a gun.
I have a gun!
Well, fine, I'll take it back. It's my gun anyway.
You don't have enough gun.
I got a gun. I got a couple of gun.
Yeah. Just keep an eye on the door, and I'll be right back, yeah?
I'll go with you.
I got a
Dan
bad
looks at
feeling.
the possum on his shoulder, just, why is everyone obsessed with guns?
That's awesome.
Well, I've also got my whip with me. If you know,
Ooh.
Dan.
That is
It-
true. And
The Italian woman, of course, pulls out a Beretta.
Phenomenal.
and here I am using a, and he pulls out. Let me actually check what weapons Dan has. Yeah, no, he has 2 weapons: a tire iron, and a pocket knife. And the pocket knife is held by the possum.
Possum with a knife. All right.
Possum with a knife.
So,
Just be
hey
careful out there.
Birch.
Yeah.
Birch, you have a key.
I have a key. Yeah.
You can unlock the door if you want.
Release me.
Release me.
I think Birch just has like the deepest, sinkiest feeling in their gut they've had ever.
Uh-huh.
Are you sure you want to go out there? Like, we're sure about this? be careful, please.
Whenever I've ever not been careful. Don't answer that.
Well, I saw a vision with all of you dead, so I'm on
I
edge.
feel like you
tonight.
have those visions a lot, don't you?
Yeah, fairly
Don't
frequently.
worry about it. Your visions never come true.
Well, no, that's not true. The mannequin house.
Hmm?
The mannequin
I'm sorry,
house
you knew
up
that was
there.
gonna happen?
Yes, I think I told.
No,
I think I
didn't.
told you. I think
You
I
knew,
think
you
I
knew the
mentioned
house
it.
was gonna come alive and eat us.
No, I knew they were manic. I didn't know the house was gonna come alive. My point
See, you don't
is,
know everything. That's my point. Alright, let me go. Let me go.
I'm like, speak careful, please. I don't want you to die.
I'll be fine.
As you open the door,
I haven't died
Birch,
yet.
as you unlock the door,
Yeah.
Birch, 3 zombies pile inside, attempting to get at, specifically onto Ruth.
Well, I'm
I
certainly
just
not
look
gonna let them.
I just look at Ruth.
So Ruth,
I mean, I didn't realize they would spawn in at the door.
they were
They
at
were
the door.
right at
they
the
were,
window.
They were pounding on the door. Yeah.
Well, fuck.
They were right there.
Whatever, it's fine.
Ruth, you are scratched by a zombie.
Oh. You fuck.
Because the zombie rolled a 9. Take 2 harm.
Ah, okay.
Everybody roll. I believe there's initiative in this game.
No.
Perhaps, maybe.
Not
It's
really.
essentially you just go, and then when everyone's gone, the monsters go.
Okay.
Again.
So Ruth, it is your turn. The other 2 zombies are kind of on the ground, so they can't much fight at the moment. Ruth, you're up first. What are you doing?
She's gonna try to get through the one that hit her really quickly with the fastest and loudest weapon she's got.
Okay.
The hand cannon.
Jesus Christ.
Mixed success.
Okay.
Kick some ass. What does that do again?
What does a mixed success do?
Kick some ass. You and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. Oh, that's fun.
Yep, it scratches you again. Take another 2 harm.
You got it. Let's see.
When have I ever died? Ruth said as
Actually,
she gets
speaking
injured
of-
repeatedly.
I would have gotten 1+1 ongoing onto that, by the way. So wouldn't an 8 have been better? I would assume so.
I believe an 8 would have been a success.
Well, is it cool if we do that? Because I would have gotten it from what does not kill me.
Yes.
Marvelous.
I believe
in that
8,
case,
9, and 10 is a success.
Yeah, I believe so. Or at least I know 7 is 7 plus. I don't know. I might be just talking on my ass. Let me have a quick look. On a 7
God.
plus and then a 10 plus is where you get an extra effect.
Yep.
Okay, so I don't think having a +1 to this actually does anything. So I'd rather just do the +1 to the harm, if that's all right.
Yeah, so you can immediately kill that zombie because they only have 3 HP each.
Oh yeah. Well, the hand cannon does 3 on its own, so,
So
I'll
yeah,
just keep
it's
the one
an
ongoing.
immediate death.
Or actually, would I be able to use the one ongoing to reduce some of that harm I just took?
Yes.
Marvelous.
So you go down. It goes down to 0 harm.
Oh, marvelous.
All right.
Yeah, that's exactly how it's gonna go.
Birch.
She's gonna try to push past them if she can.
Yeah.
Uh,
There are 2 zombies
Shit.
on the floor. What are you doing?
what am I doing? God help me.
Ruth just got the shit scratched out of her.
Well, I'm not a healer, because this isn't a fantasy world where you have healing magics, unless it is.
I mean, it totally is. That's the weird stuff. The weird stuff does that.
Does it? I didn't know it did that.
Yeah. Weird can
Look
be used
at
to
the
heal.
description of what's it called? Use magic. Use Magic has a lot of cool stuff. Big Magic has a lot of cooler stuff.
Effects. Oh, wow.
It's a lot of really fancy, schmancy stuff that you should totally have a look through if you want to give it a gander. However, you don't have to worry about healing me just yet.
Sick. Good to know. Look, I got okay.
So right for a while, for the first little bit, like their standard Birkin's music has been playing. War Pigs comes in over the speakers.
Fantastic. Glad they still have a sense of humor.
I'm just glad they're taking my suggestions on music.
Good song choice.
When you want more than it, tell a keeper what you want to do.
Birch, do you attack the two zombies that are advancing forward, or do you heal Ruth?
Well, Ruth doesn't need it right now.
Yeah, you're good.
Ruth is also outside.
Yeah. I'm looking at magic. Supposed to cast inflict harm and chance a weapon. Do one thing that's beyond human limitations. Bar a place or portal. Bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature.
Yeah, like if you wanted to seal the door against zombies, for example.
DM, would you let me do that?
Yeah.
Consider.
If you roll, okay. You do have to roll use magic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, of course.
There are consequences, obviously.
There are consequences. I can also just use luck, which will fuck me up later with my power thing, but that's fine.
Wow.
13.
Yeah, so you guys see Birch put their hands out, and almost like Gwen Tennyson style, there is a bubble in front of the doors. But there are still two zombies inside already.
And I'm assuming that it's the case of I need to concentration.
Yeah, you need to focus on that.
Yeah, I'm just going to look at everyone else. I can keep this up, but I can't help with the zombies at the same time.
Doc Feelgood, there are two zombies on the floor. What are you doing?
Are they alive?
Yes,
well,
they're crawling. They're crawling toward Birch. Now, actually, very specifically.
Yeah. No, they're not fucking moving. He's shooting them.
No, they're not. Bow, bow.
Now,
They're not
unfortunately, I have to. When I roll to kick some ass, I roll weird.
Okay, so you succeed. You shoot one of them in the head. How much harm does your gun do?
3.
Yeah, it's dead.
It's dead.
You guys see Doc Feelgood just pop one of their heads off with a pistol round.
No, it's the shotgun.
Oh yeah, with a fucking 12 gauge, it just fucking explodes, Resident Evil style.
And Doc will just look up at everyone. Just sometimes you really do need a bit more gun.
Well, I'm glad you have more gun.
I can loan you mine if you'd like. And he pulls out this oversized magnum.
I can't use it right now. Gestures to the door with their eyeballs. Kind of keeping that up, but I'll keep that in mind.
He sort of offers the gun to anyone else because, like, he has Howler. He has the shotgun.
Isabella, it is your turn.
See?
There is still a zombie on the ground. What are you doing?
Let's just try to, shoot it in the back of the head.
It is crawling currently toward you. You are in front of it. So, you wouldn't be able to shoot it in the back of the head.
Oh, right, yeah. Alright, let's,
roll to kick some ass.
Let's Walking Dead this. Factor the pressure.
So if you open up your sheet, and then yeah, you should have.
That's
Yeah. Kick some ass. You succeed, and it is not close enough to harm you. So how much harm does your gun do? Should be down by your gun.
2 harm.
Okay, so you don't quite kill it, but it does knock off a piece of its face. Dan the car man.
You
What is
know,
Dan doing?
Dan is probably a little upset because now he's realizing he probably should have taken that hunting rifle from
Oh, Ryder's still standing there. He could take it.
Yeah, no, he's gonna grab the hunting rifle and after taking a brief step back, try and
Hunting rifle
take a
the hunting rifle does loud, and it's loud. It does 2 harm, and it carries 6 bullets.
Oh, because the hunting rifle that's available on the mundane sheet, which is what Dan is, it says 3 harm, far, loud, and reload.
Oh yeah, you have that, but it does carry 6 bullets, so you don't have to reload it every time. You just have to cock it each time with the lever until you run out.
Excellent. So then, yeah,
The
we're just
mundane
gonna
spot.
we're gonna try and kick some ass.
Okay, roll to kick some ass.
7.
Again, you are not close enough to be harmed. You just pop the fucking zombie's head off. I will say that only the front door is barred. Mixed success. You guys hear the back door crash open.
Jesus Christ.
You have 1 round before the zombies get up the stairs. Ruth, you see a group of children kind of huddled by the front door of your establishment.
She's gonna let them in and bring them into her haven.
Okay. Are you just gonna leave them there with the door locked?
I mean, there's she will literally like hook them up with an armory essentially.
Okay.
You can put them behind the desk.
And yeah, the doors will also be locked. So yeah, they'll be all set up with weaponry for if things go awry, and perhaps like a bell alarm in case things go especially bad.
It's just a bunch of kids with fucking kendo sticks.
Yeah, kendo sticks, fucking tasers, guns if there's some of the better ones.
Yeah, no, there's a few like teenagers that would take the guns. 17,
Essentially, like,
18-year-olds.
yeah, she's got like all kinds of like various things that you can use in a pinch.
Hell yeah. Okay, it is now Ruth, that is your turn. Birch, I'm assuming you're maintaining concentration on the barrier.
Yes,
Roll
it can
weird.
only apply. It can only apply to the door. That
Yep.
door, right? I can't make it a. Yeah,
Roll weird.
that'd be. Okay. I'm thinking here. I'm thinking.
Yeah, you
boss.
can't split it.
I'd like to use a luck point.
Okay.
To make that a 12.
Okay, yeah, you can make that 12, and okay, nothing can get through except for Ruth. And maybe, well, no, Joshua also can't get through.
Sorry, Josh. Worth noting, as you spend luck, these requests may get bigger and nastier.
Yep.
For the dark side. But other than that, if I can at least focus on one way of walking for right now,
Yeah, absolutely.
you know.
Absolutely. Doc Feelgood, there are zombies advancing up the stairs. What are you doing?
Doc, he just looks up and he swears in High Sylvan, a language his son understands a little of,
Yep.
and he just skulks over to the stairs and he tries to shoot one of the other he tries to shoot one of the zombies that are rolling up the stairs.
Roll kick some ass as Flirting with Disaster by Molly Hatchet comes onto the speakers in the store.
Oh,
He
fantastic.
misses
Yeah,
horribly.
your gun back misfires.
Oh, wait a minute, that's not even the right character. Hold on.
Yeah, that was Dan the Carman.
Whoops.
Roll the kick some ass on his sheet. Oh yeah, your gun does 3 harm, right? Your double barrel?
Yeah, he pops one.
Yeah, another headshot. Boom, gone. What's Dan the Carman doing?
Dan is absolutely just looking around, horribly confused. I was not expecting to. I won't lie, I wasn't expecting to hole up in a bodega. But I guess we're doing this now.
I mean,
And
at least we got
is
food and
the
water,
char-
buddy.
that is true. We can. I think we statted it out. You can survive for about 11 days in a shop like this. Anyways,
I mean, with a deli counter, we can survive for at least 3 weeks.
so is Ruth still outside?
I think she came back in.
Nope, Ruth is still outside.
Fuck, dude.
Is the barrier that Birch has set up one way or 2 ways?
It's so for you guys, you can go in and out of it.
Zombies cannot
Excellent.
go into it.
Yeah, zombies can't penetrate it.
Excellent. Then we're gonna have Dan stand next to Birch and try and shoot some of the zombies.
All right, go ahead and roll to kick some ass. Your gun misfires. It is Ryder's turn. Ryder is going to go outside with Ruth and roll with her Magnum to kick some ass. Because she spent last turn
Hell
giving Doc a gun.
No, she gave Dan a gun.
Or yeah, Dan a gun. So Ruth, what you see is Ryder kind of come outside, and one of the zombies advanced past her, and she drops this like the head of this like it's a chain. It is a chain attached to a leather like handle, and she whips it back, and it almost sounds like a gunshot when it whips forward, and it explodes the head of one of these zombies. You should get inside.
Dang.
As she collects the chain back.
I mean, I'm working on it. Don't you rush me.
Okay, so up next is Isabella. There are zombies coming up the stairs. What do you do?
All I really can do right now is just keep popping them and keeping them away from me.
Okay, yeah, no, absolutely. They're coming up the stairs. You gonna stand over with Doc Feelgood and start fucking shooting?
You know, braced stance, pop, pop, pop.
Hell yeah, okay, go ahead. Roll to kick some ass. Again, they're too far away to hurt you yet. Go ahead and roll. How many harm does your gun do?
2.
Okay, so you don't quite hit. You hit him, but you don't quite kill him. All right, Doc Feelgood. One zombie is gonna attempt to scratch you. That is a failure. Isabella, same thing's gonna happen with you. That's a crit.
Jesus fuck.
You take 2 harm. Or you take 3 harm from the zombie
Hey,
claws.
Belle,
Uh-huh.
Who takes 3 harm?
You do.
what could I roll to pretty much take the hit for Savoy?
There's protect someone.
Yeah, protect someone.
Would you allow me to roll protect someone?
Yeah.
It's under hunter move references. Yeah, there you go.
So you rolled an 11, which means you can push this zombie into another one without either of you taking harm. Dan comes over and just shoulder checks the zombie.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, Dan the car man doing a great job to protect people, even though his gun jammed.
Listen, it's fine. He's like watching over my shoulder.
Auntie Ruth, it is your turn. There are 2 zombies out here with you. They are shuffling their way toward the bodega.
While she's leaving the the shop, her like class essentially, can she have rolled weird to procure a special weapon against zombies, perhaps?
Roll weird.
Hell yeah. Let's see. We're looking for a 10 plus for exactly what we need, or a 7 to 9, but only the minimum.
Okay.
And on a miss, it's nothing. So 7 to 9, that's the minimum. So I get 1.
You get
special weapon.
You get a can of hairspray taped to a lighter.
Oh fuck yeah! So that's what Ryder sees as Ruth is like locking up the shop, and she's going to start like tactfully retreating towards the bodega, but she's gonna blast that at the zombies.
So roll to kick some ass. This will do 4 harm.
Hell yeah! Oh my gosh.
You are able to burn a zombie to death.
Let's see. Gain an advantage. Inflict terrible harm. I guess I would just keep the +1 forward for the next one if that is just a insta-kill.
Yep, that is an insta-kill. They are zombies. They do not have very much health.
No worries. I assume that wouldn't have been like an AoE or nothing.
No. Everybody roll sharp.
Sharp.
Alright. So I'll be right back.
I'm not rolling great today.
Mixed success, mixed success, mixed success, failure, failure. All right. So who here has played Left 4 Dead?
Me.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Where are you going with this?
Nowhere good.
Uh-huh. So, how many of you know what a charger is?
No.
Oh, you motherfucker. I thought you were gonna be like, yeah, you hear crying.
No.
It's a witch.
Not yet.
And I'd be like, oh,
No.
God.
No,
Yet?
not yet. Not yet. I'm not that cruel yet. So you guys start hearing this like loud, almost gorilla-like groan as you hear loud sounds of like knuckles hitting the ground. And Ryder just goes, "Everybody get in the fucking store!" As she will also retreat as the charger begins to come toward the store. There are 3 zombies left inside. It is now Birch's turn. What do you do?
Yeah. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
So remember, you are only blocking the broken door, not the glass that's right next to it. I just want to point that out.
Is there any way I can target like the whole front wall?
If you roll a crit.
It would be a big Would it count as a big magic? Or
Uh-huh.
just the same use magic?
Big magic
Okay.
crit.
When you want to use more, the keeper may require, here's some things that it may require. So I'm pretty sure all you want is a crit.
Yep.
So big magic, essentially, if you want it to have another cost for the to improve it, essentially.
Okay.
I didn't make those
use-
words very good though.
You're okay. Come on, baby, please. Motherfucker.
Ooh,
I mean-
I wanna use-
so close.
That is like a proper success though.
I am gonna,
Mhm.
I'm gonna use another luck point
Uh-huh.
to protect the glass, the whole glass front.
Could I perhaps offer you my +1 forward so that becomes a 12?
You could.
So here's...
Is that a thing I can do, Bill?
Yeah, you can, but here's what's gonna happen. As a side effect of using big magic, Birch, you can only protect it for 1 round.
That's fine.
Doc Feelgood.
Well, there are how many zombies?
3
left
zombies in the
left-
store.
Yeah, we're not gonna let that shit stand. We're gonna. Oh, wait a minute.
You
No,
do need to reload. You need to take a round to
Yeah.
reload.
he's reloading.
Dan the car man.
Come on, Dan the Cry Man.
Well, let's
Come on,
see.
buddy.
Dan has spent 2 of his bullets
2 of 6.
out of 6. I take it he has to spend a round to clear out the jam caused
Yep.
by the misfire.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's what he's doing.
Ryder has retreated into the store as her. She can't quite get over to use her whip, but she is going to use her gun to try and pop one of the zombies. Roll to kick some ass. Yeah, she does 3 harm and just pops one of the heads off. And up next is Isabella Savoy.
What the boy? That's a charger.
That's
Not
a
yet.
charger.
It's not in the store yet.
I have a question.
Yes, I have an answer.
Remind me how my quirk works again.
The turning into a werewolf?
Yes. Does it have to be a full moon, or is that only the first transformation? I forgot.
It needs to be a full moon.
Back.
And tonight is not a full moon.
Well, I'm boned.
Yeah, last session was a full moon, remember? So this
I
is
do.
now waxing. You got 2 zombies in front of you. One of them is right in front of you, like in melee range. The other is still coming up the stairs. And there's a charger coming toward the door.
I've got the front glass for like a round. So not coming in this round, but next one.
I'm gonna pull out my my bayonet. My holy bayonet even. I'm gonna stab the zombie in the face.
Okay, go right ahead. Roll to kick some ass.
I pop the stupid ass pose.
Okay. Also, I forgot. It's not a charger that's on its way. It's one of these.
It's a fucking tank. I had a
Oh.
feeling.
Motherfucker.
Oh god.
It's a tank.
Oh, I
God
understand.
help us.
I pop the stupid pose and I'm gonna roll to stab.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it still kick some ass?
Yep, still kick some ass.
Please, dice gods.
You-
Yes!
How much harm does your bayonet do?
1 harm and silver.
Okay, as it is silver, it will do 2 extra harm to this zombie. You are able to stab it to death. All right, it is now the zombies' turns. Hey, Birch, I need you to roll weird, for me against this, against the tank trying to bust down the door.
Hey, did I happen to go that time?
No.
Yeah, Ruth, you went. You locked the door, you killed a zombie, and then you went into the store.
Right on.
That was the
That was before the sharp rolls.
Yeah, that was the round. Yeah, the sharp rolls were part of that round.
10.
You
Success.
The tank crashes against the thing, against the window. But you are able to. It takes a strain on your body, but you're able to push it back.
Is it looking at me, or is it just
Oh
looking
yeah,
inside?
no, it's glaring right at you.
I am holding my hands up very obviously, keeping this fish from coming in. Oh, it's not gonna look good for me next round.
Okay, so this is gonna be against Isabella Savoy. That is a 9. You take 2 harm.
Noted.
And that's a failure against Doc Feelgood. Top of the round. Also top of the round, Auntie Ruth.
Hello.
You see a massive fucking zombie outside.
I would like to throw the canister to just outside the bubble and shoot it.
Okay, roll to kick some ass.
Yeah, we're gonna kick some ass here. Okay. Okay. I used the +1 forward, right?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. Ooh, still 10. So I will add inflict terrible harm, which is a +1 to whatever that would have already been.
Alrighty. You inflict how many to what that would have been?
Inflict terrible harm is +1 to whatever the base of this.
So you would do
exploding
4
canister
harm.
Hell yeah.
It still seems to be up. It like
4 was how much it did like on its own.
To the so it would have been 5
Like
harm.
fire?
It's still up.
Okay. Cool. Either way, thought it would be rad.
Yep. No, you do 5 harm. It blows up in front of this thing's face as the bubble shatters.
Yippee! Terrible for me.
Yep. So, Birch, because you did a big magic and your consequences happen with big magic, you're stunned for a round.
Oh, okay. Thumbs up.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. You're
Oh no,
fine.
that wasn't because of you. That wasn't because of you. That's because of big magic.
I give you a thumbs up. It's okay. I saved us at least for like a round or 2.
Doc Feelgood. There are 2 zombies in front of you. However, the bubble on the front door just burst. And there's a big fucking zombie outside. What are you doing?
Oh god. Oh boy. Okay, so the 2 zombies in front of him. How hurt do they look?
One of them got shoulder checked. They're both fine. They haven't got any harm.
He basically just gives a quick pat on the shoulder to Savoy and Dan. Just, you two take care of those. I got the big one. And he just rushes over and, tries to shoot the biggin.
Okay, go ahead with your double barrel shotgun. Doom Guy style.
And I rolled it on Dan's table again.
Yep.
God damn it.
Roll it on yours. Roll it on Doc Feelgood.
Same roll.
You do have luck.
Father like son.
You do have luck.
Yeah, luck
He's
will have
not
consequences.
he's not spent any luck, so yeah, he's gonna spend his luck point. However, because it says, oh god, what is the luck special?
Oh, for yours?
Oh no, that's. Hmm.
What's up, Crow?
So y'all know what playbook Doc Feelgood uses, right?
No, please enlighten us.
No, tell us. Tell a class.
Doc Feelgood uses the Monstrous playbook.
Oh hell yeah, that's my favorite one.
The luck special for the Monstrous is when you spend luck, your monster side gains power, your curse may become stronger, or another breed of disadvantage may manifest.
Brock, or Doc Feelgood, your eyeball, like your from your eye, black veins start to show around your right eye. You will know what this
Hey,
means later.
matching. Hey, we're matching buddies. High five.
High five. However, because that instantly sets my kick some ass roll to 12,
Uh-huh.
I would also like to
So it's a 15 technically.
oh no, it takes the result and replaces it with 12. Modifier and dice be damned.
Okay. Because 12 is like a crit. Because 2d6.
Yeah.
Yeah. It auto crit. So 15.
I'm trying to. I misread what one of the things was for kick some ass.
Okay.
But I guess we're going to do inflict terrible harm. So +1 from the shotgun.
So you guys see Doc Feelgood jump off of a fucking zombie corpse, and please describe how you shoot this thing.
I mean, you've seen this shotgun before.
Yeah.
It's a rather sturdy and simple double barrel side by side.
Yep.
But for some reason, instead of it giving the usual flash of orange flame,
From the
fire seems a seafoam blue.
So you guys have been watching Doc Feelgood pop heads off of these little zombies. He does the same to the big one.
Hell yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I loosened that one for you.
Okay.
He is actively glaring at the corpse of the big one.
I'm gonna say you used both rounds, both shells.
Oh, absolutely.
That's one of the consequences of your luck point, is you had to use both shells. Dan the Carman, there are 2 more zombies in front of you. What are you doing?
How close are they to Dan? And
Melee range. They're melee range.
Oh boy. Well, on the bright side, that means Dan can use the weapon he's used to. On the other, I'd like to roll protect someone just to make sure Savoy, who I'm fairly certain is also by the by the basement. Yeah, just making sure Dan's the one dealing with the dead and not, Dad's work friend.
Yeah, exactly.
Aw.
Mixed success.
Yeah, you absolutely can. So you can make sure that you impose yourself between Isabella and the zombies. Isabella, it is your turn.
Is there another zombie?
There are 2 zombies still, but Dan has just made it sure that if you guys go to take hits, you the zombies are not a problem.
I pat the man on the back, say something in Italian, and I'm going to go run and stab the zombie in the face with my
Okay, go ahead.
fucking little bayonet.
Go ahead.
Oop, I nearly rolled act under pressure. That's not a... Yes!
Yeah, no, you absolutely shoot one right in the mouth. It does 2
Uh,
harm.
Blades for days.
Or wait, how many harm does your knife do?
It is 1 harm, hand, silver.
Okay, so 3, you're able to kill one. And then all of you hear the loud crack of a hand cannon. As Jonah Masterson is standing in the door, and he has killed the last zombie.
Yippee!
I got here a little late. Sorry about that. As he holsters his gun, and you guys see the fog kind of going out. There are corpses everywhere outside.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
And Isabella just going, "Ciao, Papa!"
Ciao. And he kind of looks at everybody and goes, I took care of me and some friends took care of most of them, but damn, did that infection run through this fucking town?
Good work. Does this
Was
sort of thing happen a
Jonah
lot?
of any solid help to you?
What'd you say? I need Ruth to go and then Crow.
I was asking if this sort of thing happens a lot.
Well, we've had some reports of infestations in the northern North Carolina, but it came down into the valley. It normally doesn't. Usually it comes from that, and he'll point up to a forest that leads up a mountain. He goes, there's something up there making the dead come back to life. A lot of these people came out of the graveyard.
Ugh.
We didn't quite get out this far before we told everybody to bar their doors and stay inside. Sorry about that. I did send
That's fine.
two agents to come help you though. Good job, Dan and Ryder.
Dan smiles, waving happily.
Pleasure to meet your people.
Yeah. Is everybody safe? Anybody get hurt? Was anybody bitten?
Not that I saw.
I'm a little hurt, but I didn't get bitten.
Okay. Who killed the big fucker?
That would be me. And Doc sort of holds up his hand as he's reloading his shotgun.
Oh, great. Good job. It usually takes a whole lot to kick these big fuckers' asses. Usually we have to use explosives.
Whoa.
We did use a little bit of an explosive.
Good.
I think Vertus is gonna take a seat on the fucking ground. now that shit's finally stopped happening for 3 seconds.
You guys see a receipt print from the receipt printer that management uses to communicate.
I'm not getting it. I'm on the ground. I'm taking
I'll
floor
get it.
time.
It just says
wartime, Bert. I'll get it.
it just says danger pay will have a bonus of $3,000 each, and Auntie Ruth will get $3,000.
Ooh. Hell
Good
yeah.
news, Ruth. You're getting $3,000 as part of management's compensation.
Excellent.
Doc,
Doc
it does say at the very bottom, Doc, the back door is coming out of your paycheck.
Fucking shouldn't be surprised. And he sort of looks at the cash register as if the cash register can respond. Given my son pay, right?
It basically reads, we're just taking it out of your bonus. Means you'll have $500 less, so $2,500.
He holds up his hands. I can live with that.
Birch, while you are on the ground,
Yeah.
you are able to
Uh-huh.
find a sticky note.
Mm.
And
Okay.
the sticky note will be in your private chat if you want to read it aloud.
Yeah. Management Birch, guy whose vacuum I borrowed, or whoever reads this. I cleaned everything, all the things. I'm bored now. I've stolen one thing from each of you. I'll be back someday, or not. Faye B. Hobb. P.S. I reorganized all snacks in the store in order of tastiness. Birch will now find his favorite in the bottom corner in the back. Okay. Okay.
The departure of Faye Behob will be it has come, and you guys do notice something in the distance cleaning up corpses and blood stains.
God, I think we're just staring at the ceiling. Except this time, there's no evil thing up there to give him bad dreams or bad visions. So that's a plus.
Yeah. And that is where we will end session. Congratulations, you survived the zombie apocalypse for now.
Hooray!
Yippee!
So here's essentially what's going to happen with that particular plot point. Every 4 sessions, there will be a code green until you solve whatever mystery it is that whatever is up in the hills. So it is up to you guys whether or not you want to investigate up in the hills.
I mean, sounds pretty fucking cool to me.
Alrighty. So we will see everyone next Birkin session. I will see some of you tomorrow. Actually, the majority of you tomorrow. Thank you everybody for playing, and we are going to go ahead and end the recording. Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you liked what we did today, if you could consider subscribing to the Twitch channel, it means a lot to me and it'll help us out. Remember, folks, have a wonderful evening, and fuck you, Dave.
And fuck you, Dave.
Fuck you, Dave.